Hello, 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 and welcome back. Oh, so much to do. We are continuing our series on it's a single player hardcore map, and I changed the game rule to turn natural regeneration off, which means in order to gain health, I have to drink a potion or eat a gold apple. We have not made it to the nether yet, so I don't have any blaze rods to make a brewing stand. I don't have any nether wart. So right now I am solely dependent on gold apples. The last episode I was up to 4 hearts. As you can see, I have 2. Funny story. I went up top to harvest some wood and hopefully get some apples. The good news is, when I was mining that area out, I came across some gold. But I didn't have any apples. So I went up top and was harvesting wood and trying to get apples. And behind me, I hear sizzle, sizzle, sizzle. And I jumped just in time, jumped away. And of course, there was an explosion. It was a creeper who had creeped up on me. And he blew up part of the tree that I was working on and the leaves, which caused an apple to fall down. So he took me down 2 hearts, but he left an apple in his wake. So I guess it was a good and a bad kind of thing. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to make more picks. Oh, here's one. We'll just use that. Anyway, so I did some bone mealing, as you can see, to pretty the place up. There's still too much grass. I'll have to go through and clear out some of this grass. But I wanted it to look like it's alive down here. So, but I'm trying to make more space. So I don't want everything cramped sitting on top of each other. And I really wanted the multi-layers, but we can still do that. I mean, we are at level 11. We have plenty of room to work our way up and out and over and under and whatever we want to do. But I think what we are going to do is we're going to go on an adventure. Maybe not this episode, but probably the next one. Especially if I can get more gold and more apples. I would really rather not go adventuring with only 4 hearts, but we will if we must. I'm kind of doing this a little bit at a time, so that'll be working. I don't know how far back we're going to end up going with this, but if we do, then this part will already be green. So it'll be a little easier for it to spread. So anyway, it was another close call. And I thought, oh, this is it. I don't know if anybody remembers Sanford and Son, but he used to say, this is the big one. It's the big one. I can't remember his wife's name. But in the show, Sanford was married and his wife was deceased. And every so often his son would give him fits, and to try to make his son feel guilty, he would pretend he was having a heart attack and talk to his deceased wife and say, it's the big one. So anyway, that's kind of what I was thinking when I heard that sizzle. I was like, oh crap. Here we go. Finally starting to make some progress. What I want to do on the adventure is preferably find a mesa. I don't know how well that's going to go because mesas are typically hard to find. But as I look up here, I see how dark that is up there. And I wondered if we put like, is it purple? I think it's the purple. When you stain the clay purple, it looks like, it looks black. And I thought if we lined the ceiling with that and then tucked torches up in there, it just might look like stars, maybe. And even if it doesn't, it might have a cool effect. So that's one thing that Iskall talks about in his series about the lighting. A lot of times, Minecrafters are so busy sleeping through the night to avoid mobs that they miss out on lighting effects. And that's very true. And I play other games. Right now I'm not playing anything else. I'm just mostly doing Minecraft and Rift. I do play UO sometimes, Ultima Online. And I don't have a paid account. I don't have a subscription there right now, but I play on the free server. But anyway, that is one thing. When I played Galaxies and when I used to play UO all the time and different things like that, I used to actually make money in game. People would pay me to decorate their houses and stuff. And that was pretty cool. Am I an amazing designer? No, I'm not. I just put stuff together, and if I think it looks good, then I go with it. The big thing for me when I was doing houses for people is I would talk to them and find out what their personality was and what kind of thing they focused the most on in game. Like if I was doing a house for a guy, and not all guys were focused on armor and weapons, but there were some that that was their primary focus. And so I would decorate the house like a bunker, you know, or like an armory or a barracks, or, you know, and try to fit it to their personality because that's their house and it should fit them. And it may not be something I want for myself, but I'm not doing my house, I'm doing theirs. So that's one thing you have to keep in mind with Minecraft. You may see a build that you think looks utterly ridiculous, and it does not fit anything you would ever do in a million years. But it's not your build, it's theirs. So it really doesn't matter whether you like it or not, because you're not the one who has to look at it all the time. And the same goes the other direction. You may do something that you think is perfect for what you have in mind, and somebody else may think, well, that looks awfully plain, and that doesn't have much detail, or that's too boxy, or that's too simple, and why would you build a little house when you should be building mansions? And maybe that's not your style. It's your game, it's your map, it's your world. You should build what you like. And if you want to build houses out of dirt, then build houses out of dirt. It doesn't matter. Maybe you could care less about building houses. Maybe you want to enjoy the combat aspect, or maybe you're more interested in redstone or exploring or completing achievements or refurbishing the entire nether. I don't know. But I talk about this often, not only in my videos, but in conversations with other gamer friends and in conversations with people that I don't know. I get really frustrated when I'm playing Rift, and you know, they have the, what most people would call the global chat or whatever, except it's just per shard. But anyway, people get in there and they start talking about, well, WoW sucks and Rift sucks and Trove sucks and this game sucks, that game sucks. And what really gets me the most is when they are in Rift and they're bashing the game. And I'm thinking, if Rift sucks so bad, why are you here? If everything is broken and everything is imbalanced or everything is too Care Bear for you or whatever, then why are you playing? It can't just be because you can play it for free, because there are loads of MMOs out there that are now available free to play. So that can't be the only reason. Surely. I know, I saw sticks. It's the wrong chest. Yes. Let's throw that in there. We need some more picks. But anyway, games are supposed to be fun. You play them to have fun. Unless you are actually getting paid to play a game, then you should not play a game unless it's fun for you. One thing I do like about Rift is the versatility. They have it set up so it doesn't matter whether you're a mage, a rogue, a warrior, a cleric. You have the ability to set your roles up, your templates up, your skill set up, whatever term you want to call it, your skill tree. You can set it up. You can set one up to be a healer. You can set one up to be a tank. You can set one up to be DPS. It doesn't matter. You have that option with any role, with any character, with any class, with any race. You are not restricted. And I like that. I used to like it more until my nephew called me on it. He is also a gamer, and I keep telling him, you really need to try Rift. He's a WoW player, but he doesn't play it hardcore, and he doesn't always pay his, he'll let a subscription lapse because he quits playing for a while, and he plays League or League of Legends or something, and then every so often he gets a hankering for WoW, and he'll get his subscription back up and start playing again. And I tell him, you should play Rift. That way you don't have to worry about your subscription. It's really similar to WoW. It has, I like it better than WoW actually, but it's pretty similar. Has a lot of things that, you know, it's the basic game mechanic, you know, with the combat system and the class system and the race and all this kind of stuff, except I think Rift gives you more variety. And he said, yeah, but it's that variety I don't like about Rift. And he's never played Rift, but he's watched me play it, and he's heard me talk about it enough that he's not exactly clueless when it comes to the gaming style for Rift. And I didn't understand why that would be a detriment. And he said, well, just imagine. He said, you know, it's like those private UO servers that you get on, and they've changed them to the point where on one character you have no skill limits. You can put every skill at Grandmaster level on one character. And I'm like, yeah, I don't play those servers. And he's like, exactly, but you play Rift, and Rift is basically that same concept. You don't have any restrictions or limitations. I was like, he has a point. Have to say, he does have a point. It does take away part of the challenge. However, I talked to RC. He's my gaming buddy that he's on Minecraft with me once in a while, but right now his work schedule is insane. So his gaming availability is pretty limited. But anyway, he's the one who introduced me to Rift. And he's like, well, yeah, I can see his point there. He said, but just because a mage can be a healer doesn't mean they're going to be good at it. He said even though you have that option, the different classes will have a stronger ability. Like a warrior is going to make a better tank, and a rogue is going to do better DPS. And even if you can have those different possibilities with the different classes, they still have their strengths and weaknesses. So I thought about that, and I thought, yeah, he has a point too. So it's all about what you like, what you enjoy, and what's fun for you. And with Minecraft, and this again I have said before, with Minecraft, its versatility is a plus and a minus for me, because it has so many possibilities that sometimes it's a little overwhelming for me trying to figure out what I want to do. Because you can basically do just about anything except make a perfect circle. There's quite a bit of stuff you can build. Your imagination is your limitation, basically, as to what you can build and what you can do. And it's a little overdue. It's actually quite a bit overdue, but they are working on 1.9, which is being called a combat upgrade. I have checked out a couple of the snapshots, and part of it I'm pleased with and part of it not so much. I think what they've done with the ranged, with the bow and arrow, I think that's good. The shield, I think, is good. The cooldown on the attacks, I think, is good, so you can't just spam attack. Although that's kind of my style, it's just spam attack. I do that anyway. I don't do the strategy thing. My son used to be heavy into WoW, and like my nephew, he gets into it for a while and then he gets out. He gets in, he gets out. But he has all of his moves down to a T. He knows exactly what the cooldown is for everything and what the best combinations are going to be, and they focus on the strategy. Me, I'm pretty much a bull in a china closet. I run in swinging and just hit everything and hope I don't die. And that's pretty much my combat style. Which is why when I play Diablo 2 or something, it's not unusual for me to come up on a boss and go, And I call my son in there and I go, can you take him out, please? I've died like 15 times and I'm running out of gold. And he'll sit down and it'll take him 2.5 seconds to take the boss out, because he knows when to dodge. He knows when to strafe. He knows when to do this attack or that attack. And me, I'm just swinging and standing in fire and burning to death. And so it's just all about what you like. And again, if you're in Rift and you're in the chat and you're talking about how much Rift sucks, please just shut up. Just shut up or leave. Why are you there wasting your time bashing a game? Why aren't you on Steam or somewhere else looking for a free MMO that you might like better? And if your excuse is, well, there's nothing out there that I like, well, I find that hard to believe, that you have tried every single possible game and cannot find anything to play without crying. But some people are just impossible to please no matter what. So I guess it is possible. And a lot of times, of course, they're just trolling. They'll make outrageous statements because they know it upsets the people in chat, and they just want to stir the pot. And I have to admit, that can be fun sometimes, but it's all a matter of how you approach it. Sometimes they say some very racist things, or biased things, not necessarily against race, but sexual preference or whatever. And they say it deliberately. I don't know whether they believe it or not, but they say it deliberately to upset people. And that kind of stir in the pot I could do without, because I don't see any reason to put that garbage out there. There's enough garbage in the world to waste your time adding to it. Oh my gosh, is that gold? It is gold. We found some gold. Please let it be 8 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Thank you. Oh, we got some gold. Let's smelt that puppy. Yes, 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 yes. That's awesome sauce. Oh, that makes me feel better. We're going to have 6 hearts soon. Yay. We will make another apple and munch down. I cannot imagine. I would love to be back at full health and have like a stack of 16 gold apples. Can you imagine how much mining I'd have to do to accomplish that? That would be some serious investment of time. But I did do this on purpose to add some challenge to my game. So I think I've accomplished that. And some people may not feel like it's much of a challenge, and they're right. I could have made it a lot harder. I could have reduced the resources so that gold was extremely rare and make it even harder. I could have chosen one biome and made it almost impossible to have a sapling to get apples from. I could have done a lot of things to make it even more challenging. But that's one of the things I love about Minecraft is you can be flexible with that and regulate just how difficult you want it to be. Is it smelted? Is it smelted? Is it smelted? Oh, it's still cooking. I really need to organize these chests. I say that every episode, I think. But it's still true because they are still a mess. I'm actually going to have to go farm dirt. This is all the dirt we have left. Almost positive. Pretty sure I went through every chest and pulled out the dirt. Yep. This is the end of our dirt stash. Come on, are you almost done? Yes! Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we're going to have 1 ingot left over. Whoa! Awesome sauce. 2 more hearts. Yay, yay, yay. Okay. If I accidentally ate that apple, do you know how mad I would be? Pretty upset. But yeah, I could have made it even more challenging. I have a series I just haven't uploaded yet on the Skyblock. And it wouldn't be something that would be new to the YouTube venue. Several Minecrafters have gone through and played that map and beat it and posted their videos on YouTube. But the cool thing is people have their own style, so even though 50 people, which that's, I'm sure, a major understatement, there's probably more like 5,000 people that have played that map, at least. It's quite popular. But even if every one of them posted their videos, there's still, you're going to see some differences because of their individual tastes and thought processes, and I find that interesting. So even if I've watched 4 different people do a series on it, it would not be unusual for me to watch 4 other people do it as well, simply because I want to see how they do it different. you can hear him in the background. My great nephew is in the other room fussing at his grandma, my sister. He's had a rough day. I think he's teething again. And that is never fun for a child. Let's light this up. Shadows make me nervous. I finally got over half health. I'm not ready for another sizzle. I am hoping we come across just a little bit more gold. But yeah, we are going to go adventuring soon. And if we can't find a mesa, I'll just kill some squid and we'll get some black ink and we'll just dye some black wool to do the ceiling. I really don't like building with wool blocks, but I have used them before and they work. Not my favorite building block, but to get the color I want, that may be what we do, at least temporarily, until we do find a mesa. But at the same time, at this distance, I think we'll be able to get the effect without the weird looking texture that wool has, in my opinion. I mean, it looks like wool. It's supposed to be wool. It looks enough like it, I think. But it doesn't look like a material you would build a house out of. It looks soft, like wool is supposed to look. We got all that chopped out, and we are missing 9 pieces of dirt. We could take that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You wanna? Let's just take our stairs. We'll do that. We can always make more stairs because we can get up through our... I left this was put here initially to get the grass to grow down here, obviously. But it's spread now, so we're good. But I do want to keep a staircase of some kind and widen it probably, because that may be how we get our livestock down here. All right. Ah, 1 extra piece. So 1 extra kind of day, 1 extra gold ingot, 1 extra block of dirt. But that's okay. Better 1 extra than 1 short. And then there's some more diamond for us. Oh, I bet we can make some boots. That would give us full armor. Let's see. There's 3. I'm pretty sure. Did we have 1 diamond left earlier from making our other? Maybe not. It's not looking promising. Diamond horse armor. Nope. Oh well. 1 more diamond and we can have boots. Okay. Next one is full. Oh, good Lord. Okay. Well, we got some gold. We got another apple. We made a little bit more progress and got a little bit more space going. So, yeah, I think our next episode we're going to venture out and see if we can find the mesa. Especially we are at 5 hearts. Or wait, 6 hearts. I can't count. I have socks on. But we are at 6 hearts. So I think we are going to venture out, see if we can find a mesa and get some, I believe it is purple. We'll get some clay and stain it purple and put it up here on the ceiling and tuck torches in here and there, not in a pattern, but like try to randomize it, which is actually harder to make something look random. and see if we can get it to look like stars. I think that would be cool. Now up here, it's going to mess with the lighting. We may have to block that off because that puts quite a bit of light up there, it looks like. But over here, it's nice and dark. So we are going to do some light play. And like I said, if we give up on the mesa, we can always dye some sheep and gather some black wool and do it that way, at least for temporary. It should work. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch my video. I really do appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. I do this because it's fun for me. I'm not making any money off of it. It's fun, so I do it. And I really appreciate it when people do give it a view. And if you did see something you liked, please give it a thumbs up. That would really help me out. My channel is really small, as you can tell. And let's do 5, 6, I think. But yeah, it means a lot to me to have views, whether anyone subscribes or not. Oh, but see, I can't do basic math. Why am I going all the way over here? I can do this in my inventory. Because I'm a goober, that's why. Yeah, I thought about that later after I finished the well. I thought, you know, that would look kind of cool there. Give just a little bit more detail without being clunky. So anyway, I'm really going to shut up now. Thank you again for taking the time, and we will see you later.